Hi there, thanks for joining us for Together. I'm Karen Lee. It's the end of the week, time to sit back, relax, and enjoy a little good news for a change. For the next 30 minutes, I hope you'll be inspired not only by these stories I'm about to share with you, but inspired knowing that you live in a truly amazing place surrounded by giving people that are just like you and me. We have certainly seen a fair share of snow in the past month, and while it can be beautiful, it can also be challenging for some, which is why this young man stepped into action. He's coming together to shovel for his neighbors. As Jamie Leary explains, he's using his own vacation time to do it.
I like snow, I like winter.
Andres Acuna likes winter so much, he's giving up his summer vacation to be in Colorado. He's from Chile, where this time of year is typically the hottest. But now he's bundling up to help his Colorado neighbors.
And let me tell you what, he has just been my godsend.
The impact Andres is having on the neighborhood. That's next on Together.
Well, life would not be the same without music, but there are some with special needs who can't always experience it the way that most of us do. Karen Morfin takes us to Feel the Beat, a dance studio in Wheatridge that is trying to change that.
Casey Baldwin loves taking her daughter Madison to dance class, especially at this studio.
I got here and I stepped on the floor and it was completely, it was such a big experience.
The floor gives students a whole new way to enjoy dance.
She used to be very overwhelmed by music, actually.
How the studio is helping more than just Madison. That's later on Together.
Well, one man's frustration over a ticket encouraged him to come together for others. And thanks to his hard work, he saved a lot of you from suffering a certain type of parking ticket pain. Dylan Thomas explains.
Chris Hines couldn't believe it when he found a ticket on his car. He has a disability placard, and in Denver, that usually means you can park at a meter for free.
They said, we're a state entity of the Aurora campus, so we don't have to follow Denver's rules.
For Chris, that was all he needed to hear to take action, and now he has a law named after him. How the Chris Hines law is helping Coloradans with disabilities, coming up on Together.
This is proof that one person really can make a difference.
Yeah, sure can. Well, more on those stories coming up in just a moment. But first, I want you to meet an incredible 8-year-old. She's lighting up the night to lift up the spirits of kids at Children's Hospital. As Melissa Garcia explains, it's a place that she knows all too well.
8-year-old Elena Valles knows what it's like to be stuck in the hospital. She fought leukemia for 4 years from age 2 to 5.
It was hard because sometimes I can't go out of my room.
Her brave battle inspired her to shine light into the windows and hope into the hearts of other kids fighting cancer.
I had cancer and nobody did this when I did.
With the help of fellow Girl Scouts, friends, and family, she brings a project called Moonbeams for Sweet Dreams to Children's Hospital, Colorado.
To make sure that they keep on fighting. And it's just a moment of solidarity to show that we're there for them. We can stand out in the cold for a few minutes because what they'd have to go through is so much worse.
Pediatric patients inside shine flashlights back in response.
It's awesome.
Lighting up the dark with a show of support Elena knows they really need.
So we can send them a light of hope.
Love that. Well, Elena visits Children's Hospital Colorado every 2 months for her own lab work. But in 2 years, she will be declared a cancer survivor. Well, tax day will be here before you know it. That's why students are coming together to help people get their taxes done for free. Tax Help Colorado teamed up with students on the Auraria campus. They are all IRS certified, and while they don't get paid money for their work, they are cashing in on real-life experience.
A lot of times they're in the classroom, not getting real-world experience, but when they volunteer with our program, not only are they able to learn a valuable life skill, they're actually able to demonstrate it.
Well, if you're a family and you make less than $55,000, you can use this service. Tax Help Colorado has over 30 locations just like this one. A young student has a big goal. He wants to travel to an international robotics competition, but it's going to be expensive. So he decided to raise money by shoveling. He's known by some as a snow angel. Jamie Leary and photojournalist Mark Nitro introduced us to this hard-working teenager.
I am really tired because the snow is like really heavy. and there's a lot of snow in here.
This is driveway number 3 for 16-year-old Andres Acuna.
I need to raise a lot of money, and that's why I'm working.
He's here from Chile and is visiting his dad. This is his summer break.
I come to visit him every winter.
He actually prefers the snow.
I have a little bit of fun doing it, and people pay well, so I'm okay with it.
Andres is trying to save money to get to a robotics competition in Lebanon.
I have made, I think, like 60 today, $60.
He needs $1,500 by June.
I can go for a little bit more until my muscles get tired.
Andres has already gained a few regular customers this winter. So you're popular.
Kind of.
I found him through nextdoor.com.
Sean Bowers doesn't know what she'd do without him.
This young gentleman showed up, and let me tell you what, he has just been my godsend. He really has. He's done a wonderful job. He's very, very good.
It's a win-win. Andres is helping his neighbors get through the winter. They're helping him get to the competition.
And he's just so prompt, and he's just got every work ethic in the world. It's just wow.
Oh, we loved him so much. And of course, we love all the fabulous stuff he's doing. We asked Jamie Leary to sit in with us and talk a little bit more about him. I could see how happy she was that she found him.
She was, and that day especially, many of those neighbors were very, very happy. I think the important thing about this is, like, a lot of times younger generations get kind of a bad rap. And this is one of those things that just proves he's such a great kid, and he's such a hardworking kid. He needs to save up a lot of money to get to that robotics competition. So he's working while, other kids are inside playing.
Right. What has happened since the story aired? Has he gotten any more attention, hopefully, and some more jobs?
Yeah, it's really cool, actually. State Representative Lisa Cutter, she represents his district specifically there in Jefferson County, and she wanted to recognize him with a letter. She sends out letters of recognition to people in her district that are outstanding, and so she sent him a letter of recognition, and he's raised about $750 doing not only shoveling, but walking dogs, just kind of odd jobs around his neighborhood. And he posts through Nextdoor, and people love him around Jefferson County.
That's what I was going to say. What is his neighborhood? How do they react to him?
I think his popularity has grown in that area since the story aired, but he was already very popular with a lot of the neighbors just because he's an honest, hardworking kid. And so he wants to make more money, so we've posted his number online at cbsdenver.com. If you need your dog walked or anything along those lines, he's just got a little bit more to go. So
great.
Yeah,
so not long. Okay.
Not long.
Well, we wish him the best of luck. And
Yeah.
Jamie, thank you for introducing us to him.
Yeah,
We appreciate
absolutely.
it. Well, one Colorado town has a chance to get a major makeover, but they need your help to make that happen. How you can come together to get Canyon City on a reality TV show.
Together with Karen Lee, sponsored by Canvas Credit Union. We're Canvas, and we've got you covered, Colorado. Go live.
Well, you can come together to support small businesses in Canyon City, and you don't even have to leave your house to do it. Canyon City is a finalist for a national TV series that airs on Hulu. It's called Small Business Town Revolution. Each city featured on the show gets a $500,000 grant to spruce up Main Street. Now, the money will go towards 6 businesses and a community project.
I have a historic ballroom upstairs, and we need a new roof to preserve the beautiful tin ceilings, and I would want to bring more concerts and stuff because I have this beautiful space upstairs, and to have just a little bit of a budget to do those things would be really nice.
Canyon City, one of 6 finalists for the show, so congratulations for that. You can vote to help them win. Voting is open through Tuesday. You will find the link by heading to cbsdenver.com. All right, meteorologist Lauren Whitney's with us now. We want to talk a little bit about those fabulous pictures that you're sending in. And we've kind of had a little bit of everything in the weather department, haven't we? It's been cold lately.
It has been a true winter here in Colorado after several mild years, and people are loving the snow. So keep sending us your ski pictures. This is from Gina Warner and her family in Breckenridge. They are at the Imperial Express lift there, and you can tell it's cold because they have the face masks on, they have the scarves, they have the whole shebang.
No skin.
No skin exposed there, so you can tell how chilly it is. is, especially at that elevation. And taking a look here, this is from John Trey Allen Starkovich and his wife Megan. That was a lot to fit on the CG there. This is from obviously in the fall time from Maroon Bells, but he just sent us in that beautiful picture. So thank you to John for doing that. Beautiful couple too.
Yeah, what a gorgeous picture. I love that.
And everyone just looks a little bit better at Maroon Bells as the background, you know?
I know, don't they? So awesome.
Yes, and they look like they're loving the scenery. And this is from Trish and Jack Mack, and this is from a recent snowstorm in the Cherry Knolls area. Take a look at that snowman, a Viking.
I love it.
I love
awesome,
it too.
isn't it?
Maybe a little Game of Thrones-esque. Looks like they really got into it, so I really like it.
That's right. You like it because you're from Minnesota.
Exactly. I know these things.
You're a Viking. You're like, oh, I like that Viking.
Those
All
are
right.
my people.
Thanks, Lauren, for being with us. And we want to see your pictures, so please send us an email at togetherforcolorado@cbs.com. You can also post it on social media using the hashtag #ForColorado. And we look forward to sharing them on the show, so make sure to send them in. A major accomplishment for a young Coloradan, she just launched her very own clothing line. How her designs are raising awareness for a really important cause. Coming up on this week's Together for Colorado calendar. Wednesday, you can support the Broomfield Council on the Arts and Humanities by attending its yearly fundraiser. The Rebecca Folsom Band headlines the event at the Broomfield Auditorium. Friday, it is the 30th annual Tim McClure benefit in Breckenridge. Enjoy a night out while supporting conservation. Then this weekend, discover the world at the Travel and Adventure Show at the Convention Center. Find more information on these events by visiting the Together for Colorado section of CBSDenver.com. In Wheatridge, there is a dance studio unlike any other. At this place, you not only hear the music, you feel it. And I've witnessed it making a big difference in the lives of children who are deaf and hard of hearing. Karen Morfitt and photojournalist Robert Gadecki got to feel the beat for themselves.
It's got all the makings of a typical dance studio. But in this room, it's not about hearing the music so much as it is about feeling it.
She has auditory neuropathy, which is a brain processing issue. So you could liken it to turning the dial on a radio.
Casey Baldwin says that hearing disorder meant her daughter Madison was often overwhelmed by music. Hard to believe when you watch her dance today.
I think she can access the sound a lot more easily and feel like a lot more like part of what's going on.
Here, the beat isn't just coming from the speakers.
We felt it in our hearts that we knew it had benefit for these kids, and so we needed to create it.
And that's what Julie Faliano and Jerry Majowski did. They built a dance floor that moves with the music.
Those bone conduction transducers are underneath the floor, and they're vibrating the air so that sound is coming mechanically through your bones and up to your brain.
Every one of the classes at Feel the Beat are tailored to kids who are deaf or hard of hearing.
It's just a good feeling to have a place where she's just another kid in the class.
Well, it's an opportunity for Madison and so many others like her to experience something they may otherwise miss out on. The real joy comes for those who are watching.
It's not about her. It's not about her having needs. It's not about anything else. It's just Madison dancing, which is very cool.
So cool. Feel the Beat offers classes just about every day of the week, and you'll find more information if you're interested on our website, cbsdenver.com. Well, we have an update on an amazing girl we have featured on Together before. When we first talked to Kiana Figures, she was getting ready to launch her very own clothing line. Well, we're happy to say the launch went off last week without a hitch. The C21 project is about more than just those clothes. It's also a way for Kiana to raise awareness for Down syndrome.
Thank you to my mom and dad for being here for me, to help me with my clothing line and help my teachers. And that's a big deal for me.
C21 stands for chromosome 21. Those with Down syndrome have 3 copies of it. Well, one man has become a champion for others with disabilities. You've likely seen blue or even red handicap placards for parking. But thanks to Chris Hines, you'll now see purple ones. Dylan Thomas explains how a parking ticket inspired Chris to do something.
This is proof that one person really can make a difference. Hi, good morning.
Chris Hines became the first person in Colorado to take advantage of a law that was named after him. The Chris Hines Act created purple disability placards.
Have a good day.
All right, thank you.
It gives recipients the right to park at electronically metered spots throughout the state for free.
First one in Colorado.
The idea first came after Hines got a ticket at the Denver Auraria campus. He thought Denver law gave him free parking at meters with his blue placard.
They said, we're a state entity of the Auraria campus, and so we don't have to follow Denver's rules. That's really confusing for someone with a disability to have to know exactly who controls that parking space and what the rights and responsibilities are.
Hines took his concerns to lawmakers.
If it keeps you from paying your parking meter, then you should get free parking.
Pointing out most electronically metered spots come with significant challenges for many disabled Coloradans. For example, many meters are angled. Those like Hines cannot see the screen.
I don't know if I put any money in, if a card was declined, or if did I get 30 minutes or 30 hours of parking? I don't know.
Thanks to Hines, Colorado now joins 4 other states to make sure those with unique disabilities can park where they need.
This really is a transportation access bill for everyone in Colorado.
Yeah, thank you for that. Well, usually it's the cheerleaders who are cheering, but now it's the rest of the student body that's showing their support for these girls. Who wouldn't want to cheer for this group of students in Fort Collins? You're going to be clapping too after we share what they did to gain national recognition. Well, you can find more information on all of the Together for Colorado stories that are featured in today's show by visiting our website, cbsdenver.com. Well, I want to take a moment to congratulate the Fossil Ridge High School cheerleading squad. The girls just won their first ever national championship. The team competed in the national championships at Disney World last weekend. More than 20,000 of the top cheerleaders and dancers across the country took part. The Fossil Ridge squad won the large varsity Division I competition. Way to go, and congratulations on all that hard work. Well, canines are an important part of any sheriff's office or police department, and there's a way now for you to help support them. All you have to do is buy one of these adorable stuffed canines. The $20 purchase benefits the dogs at the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office and the Greenwood Village Police Department. The money pays for things like those bulletproof vests, medical procedures, any special equipment that they need for their canines. Just head to the Back the Blue Canine Force Facebook page if you want to get your hands on one of these. Well, this Valentine's Day, one elementary school invited Douglas County deputies over for a special ceremony. The deputies raised the flag at Cherry Valley Elementary in Franktown, but that's not the only reason that they were there. The students handed over 500 handmade Valentine's Day cards to the department. That was more than enough for every single employee there to get one. Sometimes it is the littlest messages that, of course, mean so much. Well, thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Together. We'll be back here next week with brand new stories of people who are coming together to make Colorado an even better place to live. Until then, I want to take you to the Primrose School of Stapleton, where kids held their very own Valentine's Day dance-a-thon. This is a great idea. Of course, the community helped out with this one. They raised nearly $3,000 for Children's Hospital. Way to go, kids.